So I am a computer science student. My life is nothing short of shit. And let me tell you why, right? So I'm a second year, almost. I'm almost done with my second semester of second year, which basically technically I'm technically done with like my whole second year. But the problem is, with the type of market there is for jobs and stuff. Let me give you like a reality check, right? This is especially for people who want to get into like the tech industry, but don't exactly know what it's going to be like, right? So imagine this: the tech industry, especially after like the whole COVID season, like I mean, it's not a season, but you know, the COVID era, like a lot of people were kind of unemployed and out of business with the fields that they were like, you know, trying to pursue, right? But the problem with this is, this led to a lot of people trying to find some sort of employment, you know, just doing anything, right? This is when like they started to realize that the development, as in the software industry or the tech industry, is probably the best way to find that type of job, right? And that increased the market by a lot. I mean, a lot, right? Because of that reason, companies have like really good developers. Like, I'm talking people who have a big advantage over here. So the thing is, a company, like, you know, in general, there's like so many senior developers, right? So unless you're an outstanding candidate as a junior developer, as in, think of it, right? If there's too much demand for something, why the hell would they take you, right? That's exactly where the whole software industry is at the moment. One, if you are going for like machine learning or some like advanced complicated thingy like that, you're fine. Even to get a front-end job, you like, all they look for nowadays, at least mostly in my opinion, is just people who are experienced, like people who already have gotten their hands dirty, you know, with various different technologies. This could be I don't know, anything. Like, it's basically senior developers, right? But one thing I should give you as an advice is, this industry is very competitive. It is very competitive now more than ever, right? I'm not sure about the next upcoming few years, but as of right now, it's a very competitive industry. And this also, like, with the high competition, that also leaves a lot of people unemployed. And because of that, if you are looking into tech at the moment, sure, get into it, that's cool. Okay, get into it, that's cool, but don't get into it thinking you're gonna make an insane amount of money. There's already skilled people out there. Unless you have some sort of like specifically substantial skill that these companies cannot refuse, they're not gonna take you in. That's just the reality of it. So keep that in mind. And I'm getting all bots today, I don't know why. Keep that in mind before you try to enter the tech industry, right? I mean, hey, everything else, like, because I'm just giving this like sure, do it for fun, the whole coding gig. Like, do it as a fun side hobby, but like, try to get good at it. I mean, I'm not like, if you're doing it, just don't do it for the sake of doing it as well. But like, try to just like, you know, do it as a fun project while doing something else. And if you are planning on, like, if you are really passionate about it, the thing about the coding and you know, the tech industry in general, is that you need to be like really passionate about the job in order to like actually maintain your position as a, you know, developer, right? And trust me when I say this, I've been in like the tech industry for, I mean, I've not been in the industry, but I've been doing these stuff for like 2 years, right? So there's going to be this type of mentality a lot of people are going to start adapting to. If you are not a developer at the moment, you're not going to feel that. But like, after you start developing, and especially if you're like really interested in this field, like the interest is good, but then at one point you're overdoing it, right? Think of it like a video game, right? When you complete one level, you want to like keep exploring the next few levels, and then eventually, like, in hopes of like completing the game, right? But that exact policy happens here too. Okay, why am I getting all bots? That exact thing happens here too. But the problem with this is that you're most likely gonna like spend 99% of your day just sitting in front of a computer screen. Like, I bet you, like, I could literally start a YouTube channel and find it easier to find success than like trying to go this software route. I'm keeping it back, right? So unless you have some sort of like other plans and this is one of the like things you're passionate about, don't do it entirely for the money, because at least for a few years, because here's the thing about coding, right? It's not something you can like learn overnight. One little advice that I can give you off the back, especially if you have not started yet, the few things that you should especially look into is DSA, data structures and algorithms, OOP, object-oriented programming. Thing is, like, these three are like the crucial essentials that you need, and on top of that, you should try like getting the hang of like something like a front-end framework like React. Basically, the thing is, even if you do have like personal projects and all that, getting an interview is going to be pretty difficult. There are opportunities, I'm not saying there's no opportunities at all, but the thing is, especially if you're trying to get your first foot in the door, that's going to be very, very hard, because there's already a lot of like senior level developers. And the thing is, like, think of it from the company's perspective, right? First off, they have too much demand. They have more than enough people willing to do their work. Second off, they need to spend some time training you as a junior developer, right? So this is the big problem here. So like, they don't necessarily need to like do that, because that's not essentially like valuable to the company. Like, I mean, these companies don't just love you because like you are a person, right? Like, at the end of the day, the point of a company is for business and nothing else, right? So unless you're an outstanding developer, or you have some sort of specific skill, like to prove that you are a outstanding developer, this is definitely not the industry for you. And it's a continuous learning journey. Like, you will never actually know everything. So like, but the thing is, you're always gonna like, even though you would know at the back of your head that you will never know everything, like, you're always gonna try to like try to digest as much as you can. And the thing is, you're going to spend like most of your day just trying to digest something that, you know, sometimes might not even be your actual pathway, right? Again, be open to any type of possibility. The thing is, like, I know this sounds crazy to say, I'm a very junior developer. I've been working with it for like 7 months so far, but like, basically, even though it's technically web development, I'm looking into things like machine learning, cybersecurity, you name it, right? I've literally looked into all of these like different fields, because here's the thing, there's so little opportunity now. If you get some opportunity, you should go for it, right? So for that type of like capability or whatever, because here's the thing, you can't just like think of it like, oh, I will eventually find a job, you know, like, because at some point you're gonna be like in need of money, right? You're not gonna like be able to just survive, like, you know, without money for the rest of your life. But like, what I'm saying is, if that is your case, because here's the thing, yes, the pay is good, I agree, but yeah, I mean, you can surely do like other things that actually do make you more money. So I won't say the pay is like I don't know, out of this world, but like, it is a very stressful job. So if your goals and if your real plans are not towards this industry, don't go for it. One more thing that I could tell you though is, if you are good at development, oh my god, how did I get sniped like that of things? One thing that I could tell you is, you could start your own SaaS product, or maybe like your own YouTube channel where you've like, basically you teach what you learn. At the moment, you're gonna feel so much pressure trying to find some small opportunity, to the point you would be sacrificing like everything for like a small less like opportunity. So for instance, especially with the day and age that we live in right now, try to find some sort of different hustle. Oh my god, I don't want to trigger that guy, but try to find some sort of different hustle. If you think this is an easy field where you can just go from nothing to 125k a year, that's the furthest thing from the truth, honestly. I just want to like get that out there, because I know this is like said a lot of times as well, and especially like from my personal experience, it's a very competitive field. So if that's your motive, please don't get into it. And me, here's the thing, right? I'm 18 years old and I have like decent stuff done on my, I haven't done anything like extraordinarily well, but I have done decent stuff on my like quote unquote resume as well, right? But the thing is, okay, let me just get that guy out. Okay, so the thing is, even with all that, it doesn't really matter, because like, there's so many different options for companies to choose from. Like, you are just a 1 in a million. You get what I mean? Sure, if you have like recommendations, yeah, you can like try and get in. That's true, but at the same time, it's not exactly how companies work either. Maybe you get lucky and you are able to get a job like this. This kid's so annoying. I have to just like quickly finish this guy off. Like the first day of my orientation, they were like, you will definitely get a job. That is the furthest thing from the truth. Like bro, even if I try my best, right, it's unlikely. You get what I mean? So like, it's so far from the truth. So just don't believe it. It's just all like marketing and promotion, and you're gonna be the one who's gonna be suffering the consequences of it. So of course, if your life is going nowhere, I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just trying to give you like a reality check. So it's just that it's not exactly the type of field that's gonna guarantee you a pathway. Because here's the thing, right? Me personally, I'm trying to do like stuff like what do you call that thing? Music and a lot of other things like business and all that, because of the uncertainty. And like, even I'm what's ironic is I'm trying to get into like the whole business industry because this is not working, because like, you know, it's very uncertain, because at some point I gotta pay bills, right? So if you're really good at math, one field that will like definitely be like provide you with opportunities is machine learning. The thing is, me on the other hand, I'm not so fortunate, right? Like, basically, in other words, I dropped out at O levels, which is basically like year 10. Is that the year? So I did a foundational course, and then I started doing my computer science degree. I'm also kind of glad I did that, because like people like that are my friends are technically like people that come after like A levels, who are like, even though they do have the foundational knowledge of you know, like the whole math and stuff, which is a very big advantage they have over me. Like, I also like, I kind of like realized the whole like aspect quickly. For example, if I did A levels, I think I would have been more screwed, and I would have probably wasted more time, and I would have ultimately ended up in the same situation again. So like, again, you can do machine learning if you're good at math, and DSA is a must nowadays. So you gotta have like some sort of, I won't say you need like a lot of math for DSA, but you do need to like have some logical thinking and the ability to like interpret that into code. Oh my god, that's World War 3 over here. But yeah,